Prof dah tahu kan kita punya tajuk hari ni
Okay,
tentang
okay.
impact of artificial intelligence on employment in Malaysia.
Okay, okay.
So kita ada 5 soalan sebenarnya.
Okay.
Okay, nak saya bacakan soalan pertama, Prof?
I think is it the soalan yang Atif bagi dekat saya tu ke? Hello?
Betul, Prof.
Yang soalan yang Atif bagi tu lah. Okay, alright. So, okay, we can start,
Okay,
no
Prof.
problem.
Okay, so kalau tak ada apa-apa kita boleh start. Dengan apa bismillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to my fellow friends of University Malaysia Pahang. And it is my pleasure to welcome our very special guest and special interviewer, Prof. Dr. Sazali Yaacob from University Kuala Lumpur Malaysian Spanish Institute, UniKL MSI. First of all, before we go straight to our interested topic, I would like to introduce our very special guest. Prof. Sazali Yaacob is currently active as Dean of UniKL MSI effective 20 October 2020. Is it right, Prof?
Yes, correct.
Okay, thank you, Prof. And then Prof. Dr. Sazali Yaacob also skilled and expert in artificial intelligence applications, control theory, acoustic, control system engineering, signal processing, space science, and the last but not least, image and video processing. And then I'm also interested to talk a little bit about the background of Prof. Dr. Sazali Yaacob. Firstly, Prof. Is graduated in Bachelor of Electrical Engineering from University Malaya Kuala Lumpur. Is it right, Prof?
Correct. That was a long time ago. I think you were not even born, I think.
Yeah. And then Prof also has a Master in System Engineering from University of Surrey, Guildford, United Kingdom, and has awarded a professional degree or so-called Doctor of Philosophy in Control Engineering from University of Sheffield, United Kingdom. Okay, I think that is all the short background about the Prof. Dr. Sazali Yaacob. So, generally, Prof, we are performing our obligatory task for our subject, which is we need to have an interview with a professional or with an expert. So before we having our Q&A session, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Atif bin Aziz, and we are degree students from University of Singapore. And then my other fellow friends, you can introduce yourself.
My name is Muhammad Mujahid bin Mansur.
And my name is Muhammad Adam Yaman.
Okay, Alhamdulillah.
Okay, Prof, before we go and have our Q&A session, I would like to make a recapture about our topic. We know that nowadays, Prof, the fourth industrial revolution is the ongoing automation of the traditional manufacturing and industrial practice. There is, we know that the basic knowledge about the 4.0 industrial revolution. So I have a general question. Before we start with our first question, I would like to ask your own side of view. What is your point of view about the rise of artificial intelligence in Malaysia?
Okay, so can I answer now?
Yes.
Yeah, Prof.
What is the fourth industrial revolution in Malaysia will looks like? I think we have to accept it. It is very important that IR 4.0 is in the country now. We have to adopt to it. Otherwise, we'll be left behind. So this is something that we have to know, that the current technology is that we are going into this what we call as a destructive technology, whereas this IR 4.0 will be the one. And because of that, there will be a lot of job loss in our country. But we must get and adapt to what is going on now. Because in fact, if people say that I 4.0 is something that will not benefit many people, but I tell you, I 4.0 will create more and more opportunities in the country. It all depends on what you are looking at it all about. So that's my simple answer for it. Atif, you want to me to elaborate further? I will do it later on. Please just carry on.
Okay, Prof. Thank you for your beneficial explanation. And you have highlighted that the current technology is receptive technology that and also create the 4.0 will create more and more
Yeah.
opportunities for our country. Yeah. Also, okay, Prof. So we are going to the next question. So maybe the next question I will pass to my fellow friends, Adam.
Okay, thank
You
you,
can ask
Atif.
Adam.
Okay, Prof. So as we all know that Malaysia is one of the developing countries, and for our country to be more growing and more developed, it require an outstanding amount of workforce. And as you say just now that 4.0 industrial revolution is important for our country because it creates more opportunities. But there is negative outcomes. I think from the AI employment in 4.0 industrial revolution, which is it may affect the job opportunities for the people that they need to compete with the robotics as well as the industry. So my question is, what types of jobs that are most likely to be have affected by the and be impact by the 4.0 by the AI employment in the 4.0 industrial revolution?
Okay,
That's
thank
all.
you. This I 4.0 basically will more focus on the high skilled workers, so if you are having a low skilled workers, which is more of an operator base, this will be likely going to be affected. We must understand that under this IF 4.0, basically you have very few workers required in the low skill, but then you will get more people to go uh, into the high skill base. So this is where I feel that the group of people that will be affected more is the low skill base. So you will see that sooner that in the factory, though you don't need many operators, because most of it is done under this automation. So you will have all kind of a data and then sensor that is required to represent this operator. So in short, what I can say is that workers will need to be retrained to adapt to the high order thinking skill. This is where the IR 4.0 will be cater most. And you must understand that by having that kind of thing, you can create much more job opportunity in the different sectors. Basically, what I can say, the labor intensive will be very much affected under this IR 4.0.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you for the explanation, Prof. So for the next question, we would like to know that what types of jobs that are least likely to be impact, and in your opinion, will it be still be relevant for the future?
But then, can you replace it?
What types of jobs that are least likely to be impact from the 4.0 or AI employment, and will it be still be relevant for the
Yeah.
future?
Okay, the job that is least being affected by this I 4.0 is that, as I said earlier, is for the high order or high thinking skill job. I mean, for example, if you're going for example, if you're going for the programming skill, that one will be very highly demand, I think, in the future, because at the end you will see that all these operator will be replacing by all the sensor to know what to do and what to do next, and this all input will be given to the central, and then the central will do all this programming skill in order to get that thing operated. So I think if you are even mechanical, if you are civil engineers, you need to know very well about if you know this IR44 is based on 9 different areas, most likely like data analytic, for the simulation, for robotics, smart manufacturing, and so on. So if you are something in that kind of group, I think you will be least impacted by this IR 5.0. That's my answer.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Prof.
Yeah.
Okay, Prof. Thank you for your answer and for your particular explanation. And then, actually, Prof, I like your own side of view. Some of it,
Mm.
you have stated the lower skilled workers need to be teach and trained by the
Yeah.
professional, and then the programming skills highly demand, which is create more
Mm.
opportunities in the near future. And then also, we also know that 9 different areas will be uh, done by the 4.0 usually. That is what a bunch of things that have been shared by our professor, Dr. Sazali Yaacob. Because we actually round in the corner and we only have 2 more questions before the closing. So I would like
I think
to.
that this audio is a little bit blur. I cannot hear you well.
Okay, I repeat.
Now it's better.
Okay, Prof. Thank you, and I'm sorry, Prof. Okay, Prof. We are rounding the corner, and we have only 2 more questions before the closing,
Okay, sure.
because we
Okay,
have
sure.
only 5 questions. Okay. I would like to ask my friend Mujahid Mansur to ask the questions.
Thank you, Atif, for our moderator. And Prof, I would like to know. Before you stated that some of people that low workers, right, need to retrain.